That's fair, but like it was one of those instances where like I can go from I want to watch
Hey,
this
you want
movie,
to know
but never.
something really fucking dumb?
Yeah, sure.
I haven't been
Tell me a fact about yourself.
No, I haven't been recording myself for the past 27 minutes.
Oh, you're an idiot.
I've got you.
Oh, that's worse.
I did it again.
This was all gold. You can
uh,
just release the 27 minutes of me talking to myself, can't you?
I did it for the drunk podcast,
Ugh.
where I instead recorded myself and not my co-host
Lovely.
for like an hour. I'm good at this, I swear.
Alright then. Well, you're not getting my time back, so you just
No,
have a short episode.
I mean, I don't
Just
think you're in a rush to go do anything, unless I'm wrong.
you are constantly wrong.
What am I cutting into?
My Saturday.
True. True. Like, I mean, you're not wrong with that.
And that's 3/5 of the law.
But yeah,
You're an
God,
idiot. Alright.
God, yeah, I'm an idiot. Godzilla 2019 fun film. Um, only thing,
Yeah, it was pretty good.
only thing I really knew about it going in was that they got Serge Tankian to do a cover of Godzilla for the ending, so I got to listen to that
Oh,
again. That was nice.
fair enough.
Very big fan of his work.
That's good. Good to hear.
You don't know who that is, do you?
No fucking clue who you're talking about right now.
Lead singer for System of a Down.
Ugh. Now I know why I don't care.
It's rude.
Is it?
Everyone likes System of a Down.
Yeah,
That-
morons.
That's
You're all
outrage.
morons.
So are you.
Yeah, but at least I don't listen to System of a Down. I listen to Limp Bizkit. Like, I'm not quite sure my music taste is really something worth talking about.
I do very much enjoy the Limp Bizkit. I didn't listen to it growing up, and I haven't like listened to any album in its
The
entirety.
Limp Bizkit.
The Limp Bizkit.
Starring Mr. Fred Durst.
Oh, dude, if I start my own country, I'm knighting him
Why?
so he can be Sir Fred Durst.
Sir Fred Durst. When I was at the Macca's drive-thru, as I'm often found,
Really?
I had the strangest, most like the very tonally dissonant playlist going. In that it started off with like Metallica, and then it sort of devolved into Avenged Sevenfold. And then it like eased into like Disturbed's cover of Sound of Silence. I thought, yeah, this is alright. This is an interesting mix. And straight from that, it goes from The Sound of Silence straight to Nookie by Limp Bizkit. And then straight back to Metallica, and I'm like, this is just strange.
That's not. I mean, that's not strange to me because my playlists are just everything I have. So it's.
Oh, this is like an auto-built playlist for me, so it's like I pick a song and it goes, alright, you might be in the mood to listen to all this other shit afterwards.
No, fuck that. I don't trust machines to know what I want, except for like randomness. So yeah, my playlist is just like fucking everything, and even then, like it'll jump from Weird Al Yankovic to Screaming Japanese Girl to like Pog Rock. Not
Pog rock.
Pog Rock.
It's fucking poggers.
Yeah, prog rock from like the 90s and
What's a prog rock band from the 90s?
Dream Theater.
Oh yeah, those guys.
But yeah, big Dream Theater fan.
Not too big on it. Like, it just doesn't scratch that itch for me.
I mean, you might like the early 2000s,
Maybe.
which is a lot of their more metal-y sounding stuff like Train of Thought, Octavarium, and Systematic Chaos.
Systematic Chaos. That sounds like an early 2000s song.
Yeah, I know the albums. You see,
Great.
this is prog rock. It is an experience. It needs to be listened from start to finish because it tells a story in 7/8 time signature.
Yeah, I can't wait to listen to that. I wanted to discuss tonally dissonant music. Anything with
Yeah.
the fucked up time signatures, right there.
Prog rock, I love you. Your fans are insufferable, and so am I.
I think the only prog rock I listen to is Tool, because I am one. But even then, I'm not a big fan of what's it called? Old Tool. I know a lot of people sort of all the 40-year-old dudes busted out of like
You mean like Undertow?
I don't know.
Because I think Undertow is the oldest album I have, and it sounds like dog shit.
I believe their oldest album's more of a traditional album before they went to more of the progressive theme of let's make just one great big soundscape and cut it up into songs.
Oh, yeah, that is very much true. Half of a Tool album is just like ambient noise.
Yeah, but like everyone, I know like a lot of people love Tool, especially like their older albums, like pretty much anything before the Pneuma album, whatever it's called. I don't remember what the new one's called at least. But
the new one is Fear Inoculum.
Oh, that's right, because it's a song on there too.
Because I have it.
Oh, sweet.
It was a pain in the ass to get. Because
anyway, we'll get to that in a second. My response from this is, I really like that album. I'm not too big on any of their other music though. The Pneuma song on that album, I think, is probably my favorite.
I've honestly not listened to it enough to remember any of it.
Well, if I said it was the 10-minute long song, it wouldn't narrow it down, would it?
I'm looking at the album list now, and it doesn't at all, because the first song on the album is Fear Inoculum at 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Pneuma is 11 minutes 53.
Yeah, that's the one.
Invincible at 12:44. Descending at 13:38. We're going up.
What's the shortest song on there?
The shortest song is Chocolate Trip Trip at 4 minutes and 48 seconds.
Wow. Is that like a bonus track, or is it?
That comes just before. I'm gonna just call it Tempest, but it's Tempest where the first T is spelled with a 7, and that's 15 minutes. Yeah, 7th at 15 minutes and 44 seconds.
Jesus Christ. I'm sitting here going, I love this album, but also scoffing at the length of it.
Oh, if you want to scoff at
Probably because I've never listened to the whole thing, apparently.
Oh, dude, if you want to scoff at length, you might not want to listen to like one of those Dream Theater albums I recommended, which is Octavarium. The final song being called Octavarium is 24 minutes long.
That's an episode of an anime I don't even want to watch.
I used to listen to it when I was biking to work, and I knew that if I wasn't at work by the time the song finished, I was running late.
That's a very interesting way of doing it. I know some people time like distances to things based on how many songs they listen to.
But, it gets a bit difficult to manage when you've got everything from like a 40-second song to a 24-minute song.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this plane trip only took me like 2 songs. It's like, all right, sweet. You were listening to miscellaneous 70s prog rock.
Yeah, I took the plane to Sydney and I only took like 1.5 Dream Theater albums.
That sounds like torture to me. I feel sorry for the bastard sitting next to you.
What, with my headphones?
Yeah. I only know people who have headphones that the sound bleeds from it awfully.
I don't think I have that problem now. Well, one.
How would you know? Your headphones are on your ears.
Well,
of course, you're hearing the sound.
These new Galaxy Blood.
Galaxy Bud headphones.
Yeah, these Galaxy Bud Pros. Totally not sponsored, but I do have this one like box of them that I need to give away. Which
sweet, give it to me.
Yeah, you've kind of called dibs on them, and
because I've got the Pixel Buds currently, the OG Pixel Buds, and let me tell you, they're awful. I hate them.
And like, yeah, I'll totally like send this off to you after like some time has passed so that I know that Samsung isn't like, fuck, give that back, please.
Samsung are not going to be like, fuck, give that back.
But I'm
They could dump
paranoid.
a shipping container of them in the ocean and let anyone pick them up for free. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, but I'm
The
like,
fucking turtles like have earbuds shoved up their nose now, listening to Dream Theater albums on their swim in between different countries. Samsung don't care.
but yeah, like, and obviously, like, I'll take one out of my ear and shit would still be playing, and I can't hear like what once it's below my head, I can't hear that other speaker.
Fair enough.
So they're pretty nice. I'm actually very happy with them.
Nice. But
battery life is pretty gay though.
it's pretty unpog.
It's pretty unpog, but at the same time, it's like within the ballpark of what I need, because I'll listen to music while I'm at work for like the first half of it before customers start showing up. And
Fair enough.
the battery life is about exactly that long.
Oh, really? It's not how many hours is that?
So it claims it's like 4 or 5 hours or something with like the noise cancelling or some shit.
Interesting.
Although I use the complete opposite of noise cancelling, I use ambience enhancement, which is basically just like pseudo fucking hearing aids.
That's fair. I think the only headphones I've ever used that had that when I bought I bought into the stupid Neura headphones. Those are the ones that they're like earbuds inside of a thick like headset piece that goes over your ear, so the earbuds then go in your ear, and it does some dumb magic shit to figure out like how your inner ear works, so they can calculate the equalizer of the software to tailor music to your best hearing. Which sucked because the earpieces didn't fit in one ear properly, and it never created a nice seal, so my sound quality was garbage. But if I double tapped on like one of the buttons, it would turn noise cancelling off. But all it would do is it would just like use a microphone to pick up everything around me and just play it in the headset.
Yeah, that's what I use with like music, so I can hear the fucking forklift running towards me.
A Klaus on a fucking.
I'm sick of listening to the hip hop radio station, but I don't want to die.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's yeah, a terrible compromise, but yeah, they're pretty.
A compromise nonetheless.
Yeah. It does hurt my left ear a bit though, like sitting it in there.
Oof! Ow! Owie!
Yeah.
Ear hurting juice, I suppose.
So who the fuck are you again? Because now that our like introduction.
Because I have to redo this. My name is Nuck because I'm going with that name this time.
All right, totally not Nick.
No, it's Nick if he stuttered.
Yeah,
with a really weird stutter.
Yeah, my good friend Nuck. I don't know. You kind of. I don't know which parts you're apprehensive about your points of personality, and which I wanted to share.
I missed half of the words you just said. I don't understood any of them.
I don't remember them either.
That's lovely. You said you wanted to share something of me, and I'm not quite sure what that is.
Yeah, I forget which ones you wanted to share and which ones you didn't.
Oh, I don't remember. I don't really care. People can pinpoint me very easily on the internet.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to share with the world that you're a pedophile or nah?
I mean, I thought I was going to ease into it.
We'll start with a girl the day before her 18th birthday, and we'll work our way down.
Oh my god! Look, this is gonna sound awful now. That's still legal here.
Yeah, it's the same here.
It's bad.
It's the same here. I think we both have it at like 16 or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't look into this stuff.
I don't either because I'm not sure why anyone would think that if I just went younger, my time would be easier or better spent. I'm still going to end up with nothing in the end. What a wonderful topic. Thank you for bringing this up.
Yeah, the topic nobody really wants to talk about because it's a fun time. Why did I bring this up?
I figured because you're kind of weird.
I mean, I am.
I mean, kind of. Yeah, you are weird. You're just a fucking mess on two legs.
A very good-looking mess.
Yeah, all right, sure. You keep telling yourself that. You keep listening to everyone who agrees with you.
Nobody agrees with me.
This is accurate. Why the fuck am I talking to you anyway? Because your co-host is a piece of shit who bailed on you.
Well, no, he has issues at the moment. It's.
Were you that issue?
No,
Okay.
not this time.
Okay. It wouldn't have surprised me if you were.
But no, yeah. Why are you with it? It's a long and complicated story because you actually used to kind of not like me.
That hasn't changed.
It has. You love me. You love me.
No, I'm just indifferent toward you.
I'm a good friend.
Are you?
Yes. Stop
sowing
the seeds of doubt. We're trying to talk about our relationship.
You know what? Send me the galaxy buds, and maybe I will consider you a friend.
Fuck. Oh no!
Those things are like $300 here. I don't want to pay for them.
Yeah, they're like $400 here.
So that's why you should be happy you got a free pair.
Yeah, I don't know why though.
Because they have the price of 2 sets.
No, you see that. Yes, I should be happy I got another pair, a free pair, but I got 2 free pairs. But the thing is, there's this idea in my head of that the universe doesn't give out free shit. That there's
Here's
like
the thing, when it comes
there's a hidden cost. There's a hidden cost to
it's not a PlayStation 5. Sony aren't going to rip your balls off for accidentally sending you 2. Like, Samsung shit out things constantly. If it was maybe one of the $1,800 phones, they'll probably give a shit. But this is one of, like, their shitty little tin can earpieces that get covered in earwax. They sent you a second pair, fuck it, have fun with it. Because as soon as you use it, they can't get it back. And they can't make you pay for it because they've already sent it to you in good faith. You already own it. That part of the transaction's done. If they found out that you had it, they'd just be like, alright, I guess. we can't get it back. Like, is the seal rip the seal immediately and just be like, fuck them.
Alright,
I can't take it.
There's the seal's actually still intact. If I go find my knife, there it is.
My knife?
My knife made by my good friend that sits in its packaging because I don't have a sheath for it because it's a like handmade knife.
Who made it?
My friend, we just established this. He is a blacksmith in France.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I feel like if I'm not particularly big on swords and knives and shit. Like, I'm not that weeb who would go to a convention to be like, give me the sword from Final Fantasy.
Oh no, he laughs at people like that.
To me, it's like, the idea of owning a sword, like, I've always put the baseline of, if I ever own a katana, I want it to be because I made it, full well knowing I'm never going to make one. Like, that's where I sort of stand on those sort of things. But if someone made me a knife, even if I pay them for it, of course, but like, the simple act of, I know someone, sure there was a transaction involved, but someone made it for me, whatever, I'll own this shiny metal, I guess.
There we go, there we go. Thanks, Hill. And I mean, I didn't pay for it. He just said, like, dude, do you want a knife? I'm like, fuck it, sure.
I don't think a knife would solve any of my problems here at the moment. It'd make opening all my fucking weird boxes I get much easier.
That's the entirety it's used for, is opening my weeb shit and...
Opening your Necopara boxes.
I haven't had any Necopara stuff in a while. And
it's because Japan's still closed.
No, it's just because they haven't made any stuff worth a fuck.
Fair enough.
It's just been like chocolate and vanilla figurine after chocolate and vanilla figurine, and
why would you want anything else?
Because I like cinnamon. She's
that the big titty one?
that's the big titty purple haired Scottish fold that needs a fucking hug.
Oh, I like Scottish folds. Is that why you like Lynette then from Strike Witches?
Because she's a cat.
Sure.
Yes.
I'm not sure what my fucking dumbass expected. I just typed cinnamon in fucking Google search and I didn't add any Necropara stuff to it, so I just got the fucking base ingredient to a cinnamon donut.
Yeah. Cinnamon is a weird thing for me because it's like two of my favorite things in that. Cinnamon is probably my favorite spice. It smells fucking amazing. Like when I was young, I used to actually like go into the.
How fucking old are you?
I turned 25 2 months ago now. Or like
You are not.
a month and a bit.
You are not old enough to say when you were young.
When I was like 8, young. When I was a wee lad.
A wee lad.
When I
A
was
little babby. That was 17 years ago, to be fair. So
little baby Moon would go into the kitchen and like take the cinnamon jar off the spice rack, and I'd just like sit in the lounge and smell it because it smells fucking amazing.
Are you autistic?
Maybe I haven't been diagnosed because I fear the answer.
I mean, what would the answer change for you?
I don't know. I've always been of the opinion that if I found out, I feel I would use it as like a crutch, and I don't want to.
That's fair. I agree with that.
So I kind of just walk around and be socially awkward with no discernible reason why.
Moon, you're acting rather weird. Are you autistic? I don't know.
No, I'm just weird. But
Not that it's a bad thing, of course, but
yeah. So
I was just curious because that sounds very much like something that's just like you knew specifically where the thing was to grab to sit in the lounge room to do an innocuous thing of like just smelling the spice.
Dude, it smells fucking nice.
I've smelled donuts before. They smell alright. I'm very much aware that.
I also quite like the smell of vanilla and what's the other one?
And chocolate.
No.
We can't wrap it all back to
butterscotch.
Necropara.
No, I'm thinking of like toilet spray now.
Ugh.
Vanilla scented toilet spray is the best kind of toilet spray.
I
don't need your fucking ocean mist or fucking lavender. Lavender is the gayest fucking flower ever.
Is it?
I hate it.
Marigolds are, I think.
Is that like the actual flower of like gay pride or something, or?
No, it's from a specific scene from a movie called The Gay Deceivers, where I've never seen the movie. I've only seen the clip a few times, but this woman is just stomping on this flower bed, and one of the gay deceivers, I presume, comes out and goes, "Oh no, she's stomping on my petunias," and the lady goes, "Oh, I don't care, etc." Also, they're marigolds. And he goes, "I may not know my flowers, but I know a bitch when I see one." And then, like, the clip cuts, and it's just like, interesting. So that's why I think marigolds are the gayest flower, because I think of this very particularly gay man.
Fair enough.
Yeah. What happens when you watch too much stuff on the internet?
Yeah, stuff is great.
Is it though?
But yeah, I don't like the smell of lavenders. That was the point. Wasn't it?
It is the gayest flower, or smell, or whatever it was.
Miserable fucking plants. They are.
Miserable?
Miserable fucking plants.
Interesting.
Also, it's not Lynette that's the... As I've had to learn over the past few months, it's her sister that is the Scottish fold.
Lynette is also a Scottish fold cat. She just sadly does not have the fold in her.
Well, then
ears.
she's not a Scottish fold. She's just a
That's still
Scot!
a fucking breed of cat, you dumb shit. Like, just because her ears aren't bent down, she doesn't have the Scottish fold, like, deformation there.
If there is no fold, then she is just a Scot.
Which makes her awful, I understand, but Wilma isn't much better.
I don't think she's terrible.
Wilma's not great.
I'm talking about Lynette here.
Oh.
Just because she doesn't have the fold doesn't mean she's bad. She's still a cat.
She has no personality.
She doesn't need one. She has massive tits and cat ears.
But she has a lot of personality then, but it's not a good one. Like, you did watch season 3, right?
No, I'm
okay, so you're literally waiting for the Blu-rays.
At this point, I am. Like,
Okay.
now that I've finished House and I've finished Godzilla, I'm basically at the point where it's like...
Godzilla, you finally
Yeah.
watched this movie that was a goal we spoke about for like 3 seconds.
Yep.
On an unrecorded section of this.
Yep.
You're a moron.
So, yeah, I've basically reached the point where I can go back to watching anime. And
I don't watch all that much anime,
now that you've told me there might be titties in the Blu-ray, I'm kind of waiting for the Blu-rays.
As of Volume 3, which I got several days ago, maybe a week ago,
Yeah.
there are titties in it.
By the way,
They removed some of the steam and they add
way,
some nips to it.
Yeah, shall I explain to our dear sweet viewers what Strike Witches is?
Go for it. I want you to explain it.
Strike Witches is a magical girl anime with the thin veneer of World War II fighter pilots.
You say thin veneer. It is very much heavily, like, all about the World War II fighter pilot side of it.
I don't think it is.
I
think it's the part that attracts a lot of people.
It certainly didn't attract me. I don't give a shit about the World War II side.
Including myself.
Yeah, I'm still not quite sure how I managed to get you to watch it.
I mean, I watched it because, you know, fucking World War II and, like, panty shots.
That's fair.
But, yeah.
That's all you need.
It
makes the world go round.
It's very much... Like, thinking on it now, like, more, it's very much a magical girl anime. Give in mind the fact that they are literally called witches, and they have magic, and they are girls.
Yeah.
You know, aside from, like, the blatantly obvious, like, how everything's technically a role-playing game.
Yeah, true.
It's...
I can't believe I'm so flagrantly gay, but I'm also in an RPG, the Isekai. Like, those sort of titles of anime and light novels and manga at the moment, this is why I'm kind of glad Strike Witches exists, because it's just like, Strike Witches, girls, no pants, problem solved, done. It's not an Isekai. Don't have to worry about any, like, actual world shit, it's just, hey look, some dumb big fucking screeching black and red aliens that shoot lasers show up. Let's just send the girls with plain legs attached to them that aren't wearing any pants to shoot them. Occasionally you see their tits when they have a bath. Like...
Great. That's all
you need. That's
all you need.
That's why... Yeah, it is all you need. I really like this aspect of anime because it's not... I really feel like it's not derivative of anything else. Because Strike Witches is just sort of its own thing. Sure, it has the magical girl stuff, but it's like, you're not going to look at Strike Witches and go, this is just a Sailor Moon ripoff. Like,
we need friendship and a dumpy retard main character that has this, like, kind of technically overpowered power that they, like, bullshit their way into using for everything.
Here's the thing. You're not wrong, but I don't have a problem with it, so therefore I really don't care what you think.
Yeah, I'm fine with ignoring Mia Fuji until I need healing. From her dummy thick mana tanks.
Dummy thick. Literally in the 3rd season they speak about how her magic works. And it's just like, basically, she has unlimited flow of it, but she has very little, like,
storage.
Tank. Yeah, so like, it's basically just like, imagine a fire hose, but you have a very, very short bucket that you're pushing water from.
Her magic is like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Not quite sure I understand, but...
Well, the hot dog is the magic, and the hallway is the flow.
Yeah, actually, that's probably accurate. But the thing is, they literally go into the point where she does get... Her magic recharge, it's very slow. It's a thin little trickle, because she's a little girl. But... You know how she loves tits and such, right?
Yes.
Very much so. One of the episodes literally explains that when she, like, gropes people, the magic refills faster. And the new character Shizuka, she's from the movie. She also showed up in like the comedy series. The not Mio / somewhat Yoshika. The Japanese Trudy, I guess. But she's just like, what? That's stupid. I don't understand. But both Lynette and like Shirley both just cross their arms and goes, no, this makes perfect sense. And then they don't address it afterwards. The third season does a lot where it takes a lot of the shit that happened in the first 2 seasons and went, oh, let's just run with it. This is why. This is the case. This is how it do.
I look forward to it.
Great, and I can't wait in 3 months' time when I have all of the volumes so I can finally tell you to watch them.
Yeah, because you're halfway through them now, and it's a volume a month.
Yeah.
Fucking shipping, man. Fuck that.
They dispatched the thing and I get it 2 days later. Like, it's just a volume a month because that's the release that they do it in.
Yeah, I know, and I'm saying it's kind of bullshit in my opinion.
Why is that? You think once their show's done, they should just have the Blu-rays ready to go?
Well, not when it's done, but like maybe
so this
like
is done like by David Production. They have like an actual
3 months and you can get a box set. That's where I'm coming from on this.
Sadly, that's not how the Japanese do things.
I know. How the Japanese do things is 1 in every 10,000 Blu-rays has like a golden ticket in it, which you can use to like go to and get a tour of the fucking studio or some shit. I don't know.
That'd be pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it would, but it's 1 in 10,000 because everything's a fucking gacha over there.
Gotcha.
Mm.
But
the great thing about everything else being gacha is that it's not all fucking online gacha. Which
explain.
Okay. You know my avatar, the one that I have like right now.
The stupid fucking cat girl that's super expensive to buy any merch for.
Yes. She had a gacha for some pins.
I find that shit, to be completely honest.
And it was like an event at some store in Tokyo back in like 2019. It would have been, because the world wasn't fucked at the time. Yeah. Because it was also before Comic-Con. And
which one?
C97 probably.
I don't know what that is. I'm not sure why I asked.
Pretty much the last one before the world
ended.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Where was I going with this?
I don't know.
So they had this like gachapon event where you put in a coin, you get a ball, and like there's a pin in the ball, and there's like 8 different pins. And I had a friend who was like on cultural exchange in Tokyo at the time, so I told him like, dude, can you like go down there and like roll gacha for me, please? And he's like, sure.
No.
He was like, yes. I'm like, fuck, really? I didn't expect that to work. And so
and then he sells it back to you for like triple the amount it's supposed to be.
Oh, I compensated him handsomely.
I've got that going pretty much for Taka. He's holding onto like a small storage container's worth of like just strike, which is shit that I've ordered from him.
I've heard that from a lot of people now. But yeah, so my pseudo Taka in this case, he went down there. I was like, so how many times do you want me to roll? I'm like, well, I guess we'll just roll for 1 of each and see what happens. So we rolled 8 times or something, however many buttons there were available. And we got like 3 or 4 dupes, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is real life. There's a bunch of other people out there rolling. We can trade.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for rolling
and then
8
there's
times.
The one button that's like, there's only 3 of them.
Oh no, there was a secret button. But it had the same drop rates as everything else. It just
secret button had the same drop rate.
Yeah. It was a secret. Like they showed all because
was it like the 9th one? Like no one was aware that there was this one.
No, everyone knew it was there, but like because it's a button inside like a plastic wrap, and
it was like one of those like things you find at like the shops. It's like put in like 50 cents and then like turn the dial and you'll get a thing.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Except for some reason, Japan just has stores literally made of that. But
Okay.
but so there's like these 7 pins, and you can like see what's inside them through the plastic wrap, and then there's the one secret pin, which
Secret.
actually, if I have my, because I was talking about this some other time. I have my
Please rustle the plastic so I can understand.
yeah,
what you're
my
talking about.
envelope of pins, because I have a lot of pins for some reason. Most of them from Artul and his wife, but
His
yeah.
wife does stuff.
Yeah. I actually have a commission for her and from her, like, in the works.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'll be completely honest. As much as I know about Artul's wife, is that he refers to her as wife, and he has dogs. Like,
yeah, Wednesday and Eddie, but I'll link you to her Instagram because she does most of it. I'll link you to her Twitter, but she does most of her stuff on Instagram.
oh, I do use Instagram though.
But-
So
And yeah, so I'm looking at it now, and it's just because they're all in like plastic wrap, and you can see through most of them except the secret one, which just has like a piece of paper in between the pin and the plastic, and just says secret. And I haven't opened them because what the fuck am I going to do?
put buttons on stuff.
I'll put them on my bag so I can go into work with this like army of cat girls on my bag.
Yeah, you could do that.
I mean, I'd say I do a pretty good job of hiding my weeb shit, but I don't because I have my Darjeeling keychain on my keys.
I don't do a very good job at hiding my weeb shit, mainly because I really don't give a shit if people see it. The only thing I do is I make sure to change my wallpaper on my phone to make sure it's not boobs when I'm at work.
Oh, I mean, I have the boobs on the not on like the home screen, but the lock screen is innocuous weeb shit.
Yeah, but I'm always on my phone, so
Well, I'm always doing
If
shit.
anyone
I'm always doing shit on my phone, so I never see the home screen.
you know what, that's fair.
It's like,
But I think it's just easier if I just don't show boobs on my phone. It sucks for me, but it keeps me in the job.
true. Well, I mean, you can always just go there as a client.
No, I was. That's the part that fucks me up the most. I was a client that's just like, hey, do you want a traineeship? And I went, sure, give me a fucking job. Ugh. And I didn't want it initially, because I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'd just done my work for the doll, so you remember me back when I joined, like, the fucking server group thingy where it's just the jobless grumpy cunt who couldn't find work pulling apart printers and computers all day.
Very distantly, yes.
You were the first person to talk to me on that server. Mainly because at the time, everyone who joined, we got a message and to which you said fuck off to.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good time.
I only joined because I'm like, I want to know the rules behind Artil's fucking Patreon sketches.
Good luck getting one of those these days.
I was pissed off that Patreon, when I was trying to do the recent one, when he was opening up the slots, I had thought I successfully went through it all. It had charged my card, everything. And then I saw that it just dumped me in like the equivalent tier amount as a blank empty tier. Because someone else got the slot at the same time.
Well, I sat in that. I intentionally like when I was going for it, I intentionally like sat myself at that pay mark so I didn't actually have to process money. That was my strategy going into it.
Did you get one?
No.
Okay. But the thing that annoys me is people you never see on that server came there to laugh at me, who had the sketch tiers, because they live in America and not Australia, which has a awful latency.
There was this one. There's this one autistic dude. You've probably seen him around.
Sleepy Eskimo?
No, he's brain damaged, not autistic.
Oh. A different brain broken.
No, there's another guy. It's like SCJ or something.
I don't know.
He has a self-portrait of himself as his avatar, and he usually like posts.
Is it that blue hair type looking thing? And it has the now playing.
Yeah, he does all the now playing shit.
That fucking annoys me. I don't give a shit what you're listening to.
Well, the thing that I found interesting about him is the first 2 times he opened the because he was doing them in groups of 5 for a total of 15. The first 2 times he didn't get it, and he was fucking fuming the entire time about like how bullshit the entire thing was and how we should rework the entire thing so everyone gets a chance or whatever the fuck. Until he got one.
And then he didn't give a shit.
No.
Yeah, I know, it's great. I was fuming, not because Artil had done it. I don't give a shit about that part. I wanted to give him money, but also get something in return. I get that. I was fuming at Patreon's fucking inability to properly transact this. The fact that it dumped me in a $25 tier of nothing. And I was just paying Artil just as like a donation. It's like, this isn't the transaction I clicked confirm on. You stupid fucking website.
Yeah, I get that.
That's why I was fuming, because it fucked me over. In the end, it's just like, I just told him, like, and I've had conversations with him, like, after the fact going, look, open up a thing, I will pay the exorbitant amount for a commission. I want to give you money for something.
I mean, I've like not the 400 because $400 is a bit out of my price range, especially now because I got shit I need to save for.
Especially now that I'm not going to be sitting in my job position for much longer and going back to the admin position.
Yeah, that too. Or at least for you, but
But at the time when I said it, I was going to be fine. Now I'm not, so I'm kind of pissed off about it.
I don't know. It'd be kind of weird if I went back now because I could have reduced it to one of the lower tiers for me and then like done the other stuff, but the other stuff is like voting and nominations, and like when I like stopped my subscription, I put under others like I love you, man, but I don't need to pay you money to be angry at people.
I don't actually think that goes to Artil though. I think that's actually a Patreon thing.
Oh no, it goes to him. I know he reads them.
Oh sweet.
So you can absolutely like rant about minorities there, and he can
he
read
has to read it.
Well, he doesn't
he
have
has to eagerly go through it and be like,
he doesn't have to read it. It's not like a defaced ballot, but like he can check his feedback.
Yeah, like Artil's great and all, but I hate his fan base. Because you know me, I don't like the dummy, thick, fucking fat titted, stupid mummy milker characters that he draws. I like his art style, and he can apply it really well to things. I hate the people they force him to draw all the time. Namely, Katawa Shoujo.
Yeah.
He is like the last bastion on the internet that gives a fuck about it. Who gives a shit about the stupid cripple girls anymore? I loved the game when I played it. But I don't understand how he's generated an autistic fan base of just people who are all about Katawa Shoujo.
It's nowhere near to the degree it used to be. In fact,
Every time he did a sketch thing when I was part of it, I was annoyed that he did 50 of them, and it turned out to be like 23 of them were Katawa Shoujo. I'm like, oh, do you guys have any other ideas?
I mean, I've run the math before. Like, Katawa Shoujo only makes up about 25%. Only 25%.
A quarter is still a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, but especially when you consider that he's got like maybe over 1,000 of these fucking things now.
Yeah.
So there's like 250 of these doodles for Katawa Shoujo, but it's nowhere near the degree it used to be. Hell, like his last month didn't have any of them. Although I'd say you've swapped out one bad thing for another in that regard.
I don't know what he currently does anymore. I don't look at him. I'm not part of his Patreon anymore.
Well, a large proportion of the people who did get those slots fall into the category of waifu fags.
Oh, like they have the one specific waifu they don't move on from?
Well, they can't move on from. They actually love them. They want to spend the rest of their lives with them, etc., etc., etc. Crazy bunch of fucking people, and hilarious to watch. But yeah, so it's not that, oh my god, everything Katawa Shoujo, but month after month, you can bet your fucking ass that it's going to be the same 10 characters with maybe like 5 others that have some degree of variation.
Like, I know that none of my ideas were necessarily unique because all of my ideas range roughly from draw one of my 2 characters, you put them in a state of undress to a degree. Like, I'm very, very boring in that regard. But at least when I was doing the sketch tiers, I got
I mean, like
one of the redhead, one of the brown-haired one, 2 of my friends' characters, and then I finish it off with like boobies. So
yeah.
I feel like I had a degree of difference there, whereas
At the same time, you were there for a relatively short time, and it was during a
it was
time when
6 months.
6 months. But at the same time, it was during a time where there was like a range of movement between people, where even if one person stuck around, there's still like 5 other new people who got other weird shit.
Petrie always got the weirdest stuff.
Yeah,
Draw this spider girl. It's like, alright.
Petrie was nice. I was nice, totally not tooting my own horn. But that's
You were nice.
Yeah, I was nice in the sense of, again, my entire point here is just keeping shit different, spicing shit up, and I think I did that wonderfully. Because, like, how do I put this?
You are a martyr.
Not what I'm thinking of.
I don't know what you're thinking of anymore. You're a hero. What's in hero?
Oh no! I say it a lot in that I kind of, because I didn't really value the spot highly. I was very whimsical with what I got.
I mean, I never really thought much of it because when someone says, "Hey, I'm going to do a sketch for you," I go, "Sweet, I'll give them an idea."
Yeah,
That's about it.
Like you think I was about it was like $20? Oh, that's not a lot of money. I'll totally like remember this weird meme from 2007 and like put a spin on it.
That's fair.
So yeah, I mean I got a bunch of strange stuff that some of it was weird fetish shit, but not like it's strange.
I
in
like
the
all
sense,
those feet that you like. You fucking foot lover.
there was like one foot fag thing, and that was born entirely out of a meme where have you watched K-On?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
I get told to watch it a lot.
It's a cute, comfy show. Anyway, there's
I know.
so a recurring part of it is there was this one image that kind of had the subs changed to be like, "Would you fuck a cake? I'd fuck a cake." And so I requested them fucking a cake, and there was
Can you
like
send me this picture?
probably have. Or
I'm just curious as to what it looks like now.
hang on, probably do that. Anyway, things while I'm looking for stuff, because everything's in miles deep folders.
Miles deep.
Yeah, the joys of having an 8 terabyte hard drive.
I have the joys of a 6 terabyte hard drive, but thankfully it goes media, movies, movie. So, or media, anime.
Because searching my name pulls all mine up.
Fair enough.
Thanks, filing system.
My filing system always goes artist _ who _ content. So, if I
Yeah.
typed in, oh, I know her.
Yeah.
She's Jane K-On.
She's a resident retard.
Is that why you like her so much?
She is. Well, no, she's not my favorite, but she's the one that fucks the cat.
Which one's the one with the big eyebrows? I like her.
Moogie. That would be
Noogie.
Moogie.
Moogie.
Mugi.
Muggy.
When it's hot, when it's hot and humid.
And my eyebrows get dummy thick.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I won't beat around the bush. I have also been like doing some slight work whilst we've been talking. There's a lot of things I could rant about that's going on. Particularly people sending me an invoice going, hey, here's how you can pay me. But they don't give me any of the details to pay them with. It's kind of like going, yeah, just send $5 to my account. Alright, sweet, what's your account details? And then they run away.
Hit it up. Yeah, send that shit to my PayPal. What's your email address?
And they do that stupid mime where they like zip their lips closed. It's just like, why won't you tell me?
Fine, don't get your fucking money.
Exactly.
I don't get paid enough to pay you like this.
I don't care if you get it. I just care that we do something with it. Yeah, how was House? Because I remember many years ago, when it was on TV, it was airing. It was on the Channel 10 network.
Oh, ours was Channel 3.
Oh my god.
Because we have like 5 channels at the time.
I knew it was on before Rove when it came on. You know who Rove is, right?
Yeah. I think no, because Rove was on a Friday for us. I think. Yeah, but
Rove is a Monday for us, actually.
Rove was on Friday for us, and
it depends. On Channel 10, it was a different time.
And House was on at like 8:30 on Tuesdays or Wednesdays, which was past my. It was either past my bedtime or like the second half of it was past my bedtime because it's
actually no, it wasn't on before.
Because starting at 8:30, my bedtime was like 9 o'clock.
It wasn't on before Rove. It was on the same time slot on a different night. So I always refer to it as the Rove hour. Mentally, of course. And Rove was a good standard for when things were on for me. Because when Dexter started on airing on our like regular network TV.
I never watched Dexter.
Dexter was shit. I don't care what anyone says about it. Rove would be on and I'd be like, sweet. It would be like 9:30 and like little 9-year-old Nick's just like, this is funny, but I need to sleep. But I wanted to watch Dexter. So I'd watch Dexter and it'd be like 10:45 at night. I'm like, now I need to go to bed because I have school tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I was in the same where because I had like a shitty little CRT in my room, and like I said, my bedtime at the time was like 9 o'clock, so I could watch the first half of House and then I'd like shut the door and pretend to go to sleep and like have it on really fucking low.
What a wonderful world we live in.
Yeah,
I just straight up watched it out in the lounge room with Mum.
Those were the fucking days.
Those were the days when you could go to bed late and wake up and like you're sort of grumpy, but you're still fine. If I do that now, I'm fucked.
Now kids these days fucking binging fucking shit on Netflix until 1 a.m. Then they go to school the next day and
then they tell everyone the spoilers and everyone goes, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, why did you stay up to 1 a.m.? We have a test today. No, you can't buy fucking energy drinks because Coles put a like unofficial ban on anyone under the age of 16.
Good. That shit's awful for people.
Wait, does Coles actually do it over there for you guys? Because
I don't fucking know.
We have like 3.
How often do I ever go out of my house outside of work?
Good question. I don't know.
I order everything online.
Even your groceries?
No, because I live with a family still, so they do it.
Pretty cringe.
Pretty cringe?
Yeah, it's pretty cringe.
Why?
I don't know, learn to cook your own fucking food.
I will when I move out. Currently, I don't really need to.
That's not a good mindset to have. Learn to cook before you, like, have to learn to cook.
Why?
Because it's a helpful fucking thing to have around.
Here's the thing, I don't actually really learn anything until I need to actively apply it. And how the current work-life balance goes, it goes all work and no life. So, I come home from work at like 5:15, I have about 2 hours before I need to like eventually pass out. My family has dinner super early anyway. They've already cooked dinner. Everything's already done. Like, a lot of the things are sort of done for me, and whilst I'm very thankful for it happening, I don't necessarily have a choice in that regard, because they just do it when I'm not there.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, oh, we do everything for you. It's like, then don't fucking do it. No, then you'll leave it as a mess. It's like, yeah, I'll do it when I get fucking home. Don't expect me to clean when I'm at work.
Yeah, cooking's a helpful thing to have around, so When you move
I'm not
out,
big on food, so
when you move out, I look forward to seeing you like
struggle.
bumble around in the food channel. Yeah,
I
just
probably won't.
I hope you do. Just remember that everything that Petri and Baz say can be safely ignored
Why?
because neither of them know what the fuck they're talking about.
Is it because they've both got really stupid, random, weird, like, standards for things?
Yes, pretty much. Or as I
I
like to
can't
call it,
stand
they're
Petrie sometimes. He's very, very stubborn in what he knows and likes and refuses outside of it.
they're like there's
And Baz is just a moron half the time.
I've been trying like Petri is one of the most fussiest opinionated I'm gonna talk purely on food here rather than in general, but Petri is one of the fussiest, most opinionated eaters on food and just a lot of really dumb mundane shit which I kind of extrapolate to all Americans when it comes to like fast food.
The thing when I say is like I eat McDonald's because it's fast and simple, and then all the Americans go, "Well, it's not as great as X, Y, Z," and they fucking list all of these fucking similar sounding fast food chains. It's like, oh my god, you can get burgers at a different place. It's not Macca's. Sweet, awesome, good for you.
Yeah,
I'm glad. I'm glad your state has this one specific one.
Cool. I'll go to BK next time. Oh, don't go to BK. It's worse than McDonald's. It actually kind of is here.
Like a McDonald's awful. It's like. Yeah, it is. I'm not eating it because I think it's the best thing in the world. I'm eating it because it's convenient.
Yeah, like there's I mean, the same shit here basically. You're basically deciding whether or not you want your food made by teenagers or Indians. Because.
And I don't really care who makes it in the end. I just want it to be filling and cheap.
Well, it's not cheap. That's the other thing. If I want cheap, I'm going to the fish and chip shop.
Exactly. But I don't feel like eating fish and chips every single time I have takeout.
Well, you can get burgers from the fish and chip shop.
You can, and most of them are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Ask for an Aussie burger from any fish and chip shop. You'll get a lot of different varieties, but as long as they got beetroot, everything's good.
You call it? No, that's just a burger here.
Because it's the Queensland like burger style that we were referring to specifically. So that's the one with it's. Like the beef patty's got the cheese, got the lettuce, tomato, beetroot, onion, egg, all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can get there from like any fish and chip shop here, and they just call it like the jumbo burger, and I fucking hate beetroot. The worst part about beetroot is it doesn't keep to itself. Like I can't take it out of the burger
because it oozes everywhere.
Yeah, it's beetroot juice gets into fucking everything else. It's miserable fucking plant. Yeah. Well, that's Petri and Baz. He talks like someone who watched 2 episodes of Binging with Babish and thinks he's a fucking expert now.
The interesting thing about Baz is he may be somewhat poor, but his family was well off. So he has experienced the fine tastes of going to France, for example. Or like going to the places that make the food that's iconic for them. Yeah. And then he goes it's like that dumb cunt that probably did like that went abroad once and they have all of these great fantastic experiences and that becomes their personality for 6 years. It's just like I one time went to France and I had croissants there, and it was amazing. It's not like the croissants here. It's like, all right, sweet. What am I doing with this information? Oh, it's just not as good here as it was in France. Like, all right, awesome. How are the snails? How are the frog legs? It's like, oh, we don't eat that shit. It's like, lovely. Baguette, fuck off. But I feel like that's what Baz's problem is in that regard, because he's gone to Italy or some shit, and he's like, I had their pasta. Their pasta is the best because it's from Italy.
Well, fuck Italy.
Fuck Italy. Exactly. Who cares about Italy?
Italy failed at making good fucking food for modern times, at least. I feel I've ranted about Italy on the podcast before, and I've probably ranted about Italy to you as well.
To be fair, I also don't listen to your podcast, and I'll give a shit about your opinion most of the time.
Yeah, well, that's normally why I just leave it in the podcast for people who do care, because I need some way to fucking vent.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know how many people actually listen to this thing.
Like 5.
5? God damn. How many of those are you?
Not me. I don't actually listen to it, but I am very thankful for those 5 people. And
Thank you, 5 people.
yeah, thank you 5 people. Join my Discord. Link in the description below.
Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe, or whatever it is. Smash the bell button.
Yeah.
Fucking do some other shit.
Laugh
Use my NordVPN link.
Oh no, this is an ExpressVPN podcast.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
No, not it's another VPN, but
Use the NordVPN link below anyway.
yeah, use that. Like, I'll get it. I'll take an NordVPN sponsorship. I'm using ExpressVPN though, because
Oh.
that fucking Christmas present I got you.
You got me a Christmas present?
I think I did. There's something I gave you. Like
This makes me feel really awful because I did not remember you giving me anything.
I gave you Little Witch No Beta and some other game.
Oh, Hades.
Yeah, that one.
The game that I've rejected and then you then gave back to me anyway.
Yeah. After you heard other people's opinion, like, fuck, maybe I should actually give this a chance.
Still haven't played it.
Thanks. Yeah, I know. I watch you all the time. But
You have a very, very boring life then.
no, it's just very easy to watch people. Very, very easy.
Alright, what games do I play then normally?
Good question. I forget.
Ah, so you don't watch me very closely then.
No.
You're a fake friend.
Yep.
You know nothing about me.
Actually, if I go to your...
You've never even given me a gift in your life.
Well, you've been playing Valheim lately, and... Oh, right, Red Dead. That's the one I've been seeing you do a lot.
I haven't played that for like several weeks now.
I don't know. I remember...
That just scratched the right itch when like I needed to do something menial that wasn't a fucking MMO. Because I want to play an actual video game.
Fuck, where was I going with... Oh, yeah, so... To send... Because, you know, Steam in there, if things are within, like, a certain percentage, you can't... Like, outside of a certain percentage difference...
You can't send it to people because they're fucking
So for
money
the longest
grubbers.
time, I was able to send to Australia because both our prices were fucked. But then Australia's prices got more fucked.
Yeah.
So I can send to the United States now, but I cannot send to Australia.
I know, it's wonderful, isn't it?
So I had to get a VPN so that I could buy stuff on the Australian storefront to send to my friend in Australia.
How does that work? So does the Steam store just detect where you are in terms of like your internet connection and then just go, alright, you're using this storefront now? I thought it was all by your account.
It's two-part, where you have to look like you're in there in a different country, and then you need to like change the settings so that you're now in that country on Steam.
Oh, okay.
And
That sounds real annoying. Thank you, though.
It is. It's a lot of fucking effort, and I don't want to do it. But I now have this VPN subscription that...
So you're now shilling. Everyone, please, go buy it below.
Please don't buy it. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Yeah, like...
I really do need to play Hades.
It's a ton of fun.
It's one of those games where it's just like... Specifically, the way that it was sold to me was... me thinking of, how can I make a combat system that's fun? Whatever do I know? And someone just went, hey, play Hades. This is exactly the thing you're describing. Just give it a go. And I went, oh, fuck, I don't want to, though. Because at the time, I was thinking, I did just reject this $30 gift from a friend. And I said, no thanks.
In favor of a, like, $15
$15
lowly Dark Souls.
Which I haven't played yet.
I haven't played it in a while either, to be honest.
I don't know what it's about. I know that the official, like, character reference shows off what her panties look like, so...
I mean, that's all you need to know, really. It's cute girl with magic stick that plays... I say it like
porn.
It sounds like Dark Souls, because you have a health bar and you fight enemies.
I think it's a gross misunderstanding what Dark Souls is.
Exactly. That's the point. It's a joke, darling. Please laugh.
Oh, is it?
Yes!
No, work harder for it.
No.
No, I became a comedian because I didn't want to do anything.
Exactly. Fuck, where was I going with that? Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
It's actually really fucking hard.
Oh.
Like,
Well, I don't want to play it anymore.
like
I only
the-
like easy games.
I want gratification
Yes.
before the end of the night.
I I want the game to pat my head and go, "You are PogChamp," and everything's fine.
Oh, so yeah, that's why you put Conco on your wish list.
What fucking games on my wish list?
Conco, your waifu fox girl Conco, the like waifu sim with the fox girl who pats your head and calls you a PogChamp.
Did she literally call you a PogChamp?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. I don't want it. I'm going to remove it from my wish list. Look, my wish list is actually just games that I don't want to play, but I'm curious to see what happens when they release.
Yeah, I just wanted the email notification to tell me when it's $5. That's pretty much my wish list as well.
Yeah, like, yeah, your waifu Conco, so cute, so lonely, you can ... I don't know what the rest of the title is. Oh, that's the game that was like banned from Steam or some shit because they went, yeah, it's a G-rated game. It's like, but you can do some lewd shit or something now. I don't know.
Yeah. I posted like the email I got from Kickstarter in the server like the other day. Cause,
Interesting.
Yeah, like it was supposed to go through and then it was getting its approval and like no, you can like touch it hoo-ha. This isn't like a game for everyone. So now they're going through and like removing all the loot, like all the stuff that might be portrayed as touching her hoo-ha.
That's dumb.
So that it can go on Steam, and I hope they then leave a patch to put it back in.
No, I hope they hard remove everything.
I fucking better not.
I want them to remove everything to spite you.
At the very least, I'm hoping that I'm not sure why they're going so hard at this point. Like, if they can say, "Oh, the game's basically done," here's the DL site link, because it's fucking DL site that published the thing. Why can't you just
really?
Yeah, why can't... Yeah, if you look at it, it's like made by Megami Soft and published by DL site. Why can't you just leave it on your own fucking storefront that I know you have because I buy shit from there?
Now, I don't use DL site for anything because I rarely play anything that's like specifically super Japanese made. That's a lie.
I mean,
just outright.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few like indie developers for like H games that I keep an eye on. Big one being like Diesel Mine.
Fair enough.
I don't think you would be interested in his shit.
Why?
I'll put it this way: like 2 of his last 3 games is basically Shota being like raped by massive tittied succubus.
You have me for half of it, and I'm not
Yeah.
going to explain which half. Also, just to go back to games you bought me, you've also bought me an Atelier game. The Atelier Riser.
Yeah, I think I did do that.
That's the game that like I genuinely will play at some point. I just feel awful because I am playing them in like part of their release order. And you happened to buy me the one from like what 2018, and I was still stuck on the one from 2011. So I'm a bit far off from playing it.
Yeah, I mean it's fine, but no rush.
Yeah, if someone buys me something, I want to play it and be like, all right, look, I'm enjoying the thing you spent a lot of money on.
Yeah, I mean it's like fucking BD would occasionally send me shit, and he sent me a game called Receiver.
Oh fucking hell!
Yeah, he sent that to everyone.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you don't have a copy of Receiver, BD will give you one.
Yeah.
I swear he knows the developers.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fun concept, but
It's fucking annoying to play.
yeah, that was my... I was... It got the adrenaline pumping, and I didn't like that.
Reminds me when I played CSGO. I'm like, I like the... I don't normally do competitive stuff, but I played like got the adrenaline going. I felt good to actually be active in a game. Then I realized this hurts. This hurts my poor, weak, feeble body. I don't want to do this anymore.
No, I mean, there's times like in competitive environments where yes, the adrenaline does get punching, but this was like fear adrenaline, and I didn't like that.
Oh.
Like, If I'm squatting 90% of the time and I'm the prey and not the fucking predator, I'm not happy. Because I'm sitting there like squatting, like peeking around corners, trying to find these fucking floating drones that I have like a 30% chance to hit. And yeah, I was like, I love you, BD. I'm not having fun with this game. And then
Hey, I'm awful when it comes to horror games.
there's
Specifically.
there were two other times as well where Rick got me
Wreck with his recommendations.
yeah, he got me Alan Wake like
Alan Wake's a fucking great
like
game.
5 years ago now. And I said, dude, I don't do horror. And he's like, fuck it, you're getting Alan Wake. And I'm like, I'm not gonna play it. And he's like, you're getting Alan Wake. I'm like, fine, I have Alan Wake. I'm not playing it. Still haven't played it.
There are parts that are scary in terms of there's a lot going on, but it's not a traditional like dude walking around a forest and then it's going to be like and you go and run away. It's a fairly action oriented sort of horror type of a game.
I don't care. I'm not into it. Fuck, I'm playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider now, and I've finally reached a point where it's doing this exact fucking shit.
How is that game? Because I only ever played New Tomb Raider, and I never beat it, because I thought it was shit.
I played it, thought it was alright, and...
Well, you're wrong. I thought it was shit.
I mean, I'm going through this one now, and it is fun.
See, I always have the baseline of Blue telling me that everything I know about Tomb Raider is wrong. He is the fucking some knowledge of all Tomb Raider knowledge.
Well,
I remember when he had a big conversation with Thor. He had this conversation with a man in the industry.
Thor's a great
who knows
guy.
Yeah, who knows a lot about how to make games and how to link in with design and narrative and such. And Blue was talking about all these things that the new Tomb Raider did wrong, and they weren't following the story. They weren't doing XYZ for Lara, and he hated the second one they made. To which Thor said, that game's doing exactly everything you wanted them to do with Lara. And Blue gave up the argument by just ignoring it and leaving. And it's just like, you piece of shit.
I mean, I'm not really following the story. I don't really care about Lara, except for when she's wearing skimpy outfits, which she rarely is. But aside from that, I get to run around and collect things and climb trees.
Apparently, that third game doesn't have all that much bad guys in it.
Yeah, I'm playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider now. I'm not firing guns as much as you'd think. It is very much me just walking around, like climbing cliffs and picking up fucking Mayan tablets. And it's fun. I'm having fun.
Yeah, that's fair.
Except for the part I'm at now. It's not. I don't know if it's really a spoiler or anything, but you start going.
I'm not going to play it.
You start going after this hidden city, and you start climbing down a cave and going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then you find like cave people, and they grunt and squawk and they run around really fast. And it's like, and ooh, there's a shadow over there. It's spooky, and
it's of a Tomb Raider.
Yeah, and it's reaching that kind of like adrenaline fear shit that I'm talking about. But it's like I'm hoping I can like pump through it and then go back to like picking up fucking relics and shit, raiding tombs, as it were.
Yeah, I just don't really. Yeah, I just didn't connect with any of those games at all. It's just. I mean, I've got the second one because I was genuinely curious by it, but I don't know. There's just something about them. I found that Uncharted, which the new Tomb Raider games aped, because Uncharted aped old Tomb Raider games. Uncharted does a better version of what new Tomb Raider is doing.
It probably does, but I don't have a PlayStation.
That's unfortunate. I'm in that unfortunate. I say unfortunate. I'm in that fortunate position where I have all of the major consoles.
I have a recently acquired Switch and a $4,000 PC.
That's fair. Like my PC, it's pretty good still, but I'm only ever playing stuff that I've noticed is poorly optimized. So I'm always complaining about the performance. because like I can't get it to look as pretty as I want it to because the graphics card's struggling to keep up with it because the game's not built well, and that's 100% of my problems. Like I have a 2080, and it's still pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's real unlike a 3080.
Yeah, and I'm finding it much easier if I just buy something for the PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. Like, I got both of those to go. I've got the Switch as well, but I don't want to fucking play anything on the Switch.
I reached a point like 2 weeks ago where I ran out of battery and then I just haven't charged it yet, so it's just sitting there on
The
like
Switch is just a piece of shit console.
I don't mind it.
I hate using the controller is awful, and I hate people going just buy a pro controller.
Okay,
I shouldn't have to buy the peripheral that's $80 to make the console worth playing.
Yeah, that is true. The controller does like hurt. The
I have
issue, the issue is
hands with the
I've
controller
found I haven't found a way yet to play it comfortably in my bed.
The
Because
screen's too small.
well, I can deal
play
with I can deal with the screen, but it's just trying to find a way to sit and like have it like sit on something that that's not that's close enough to me that I can actually fucking see shit. Because it is a tiny screen, but not do it like the handheld way because that feels more uncomfortable than like the pseudo controller.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny when I was getting the recommendations when everyone's like, "Oh, you probably won't like Mario Odyssey." It's like, well, as we've established earlier, I am undiagnosedly autistic. I do enjoy my collector things, and
That's fair. I know a few people that like they play the new Assassin's Creed games and they try it 100%, and it's like that's insane to me.
I mean, that's why I'm enjoying Tomb Raider because it's collecting shit. That's why I enjoyed Spyro a lot growing up because it's collecting shit, and it's why
Spyro Enter the Dragonfly.
I didn't play that one.
I only played Spyro Hero's Tale. I never played the originals.
I mean, do you like collecting shit?
No.
Okay, then don't play them.
Maybe I won't then.
Cool. It's
Good
agreed.
chat.
But yeah, so I mean, I am kind of enjoying Odyssey when I can convince myself to go play it. But it's convincing myself to go play it.
Yeah, I struggle to just play games in general most of the time because it's in terms of like just playing a single player driven game because I never know what I want to do ever.
No, I mean, single player games are what I'm trying to do more of, and it's another reason, one of the reasons why I kind of like doing these podcasts because then I have to, because I force myself to then go get footage, and to go get footage, I need to go play like a game, preferably not War Thunder for the 4,000th hour.
I think I don't understand people playing games for like 4,000 hours. Like you've seen my games list, no doubt. The most I've played in a game is Payday 2, and that's 424 hours. That to me is exhaustive amount of playtime. Like you have played the game ad infinitum. There's no more left.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know how I got to the level I have in War Thunder. It's just bit by bit, I guess.
That's fair. Like then again, my games list doesn't make much sense because I have 94 hours in Max Payne 2, a game that I've played once on the PC.
And fell asleep.
You can. Apparently, I fell asleep. You can beat that game in 90 minutes. It's very, very simple.
Hang on, where is your? Let's go look at your games.
Yeah, go judge me. I'm still trying to do that thing that Lenko asked me to do in the game chat, where he's like, do the 20 games of your favorite games. And I'm lost because I've got to like 15 of them. I can't think of any other games I like.
Yeah, I've never been good at lists like that. Also helps that I don't think anyone fucking cares what I think. Probably because they don't.
True.
It's like I kind of don't need to prove anything to you because I don't think you'll take it anyway. But Yeah, so 424 hours in Payday 2, 419 hours in Warframe.
A lot of those, I think, are dud ones too, because it was like the DLL was running in the background whilst I'd cancelled the game.
Yeah, I know that happens a lot with Rome 2, which is your next game. European Universalis, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 2, and then not Dark Souls 1. It's Dark Souls 1.
I played that on the 360.
Okay, there we go.
That's where all my hours for that one went.
Wait, that's 172 hours in Dark Souls 2, and then another 96 on Scholar of the First Sin.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Because we played several playthroughs with friends when it came out, and it was a while until Scholar came out. And we never beat it in Scholar, I don't think.
No,
we kept starting again because we were like, yeah, we're bored.
I mean, Scholar's the only one I actually played.
That's fair. But a game 3 down from Scholar of First Sin, Pathfinder Kingmaker, those 83 hours, that's one playthrough where I wasn't searching for everything, I wasn't doing everything. That's just how long the game took to play. It took 83 hours to just finish one campaign of Pathfinder Kingmaker.
Yeah. I mean, you got a nice eclectic mix here. Good shit. And the best part of all, you don't have a Valve game in your top 10.
I sent a very angry email to Valve support once because somehow Dota 2 ended up in my library.
It's free! I don't care, I don't want it.
Exactly. I said, I don't want to be a statistic. Get this game out of my fucking library. And they did. It's removed now. This is before you could refund and remove things from your library. So I was quite happy that happened.
I mean, it is very much a pot calling the kettle black in the instance of I don't respect people who have like 4,000 hours in TF2 and Dota.
It astounds me.
And then
people in the back alleys that talk about how, like, specifically Blue again. I have a lot of problems with Blue in general when it comes to games. And then SB when it comes to fucking anime, because he's a moron. Like, he's the dude, like... And fuck the part about games for a moment. Let's move on to the new moron I was referring to. When he was talking about Inside Out, he was talking about how it's like Pixar gone bankrupt. It wasn't what he was expecting. It's all this dumb shit. It's just Pixar doing dumb Pixar things. And he's massively reaching in every which fucking direction to find a point to hold on to so he can die on this hill with some fucking fortitude.
Would you believe that SB is one of the people who went to university for an art degree and now he has no job?
Yeah, I would.
There we go.
SB is kind of like that. Kind of like Bam. Except Bam can take a joke.
Bam is fucking based. I love him.
Bam is like... Bam will walk into a room where everyone hates him and leave unscathed because everyone else is fighting themselves. Because... But he doesn't do it maliciously. He's just somehow always right.
Yeah, he's a wonderful, wonderful person. I love him very much.
I love it that I finally got him to watch the most depressing fucking movie I've ever watched.
Is it Bambi?
And no, it was called Detachment, because I've been asking people to watch it in the film chat for a while now. And it's about Adrian Brody. It stars his nose and the rest of him, unfortunately.
I think you've told me about this the last time we talked about Bam, but...
Yeah, but he finally watched it, and he said, it was a great movie. And I went, thank you. Finally, someone's watched it. I'm so happy.
Tell you what, it's still going to be a while before fucking...
Don't watch it. Like, it is just a depressing film.
I was gonna say, but it's been a while. It's gonna be a while since before Strike Witch's Road to Berlin is all Blu-rayed up. So
yeah, and I'll have to send you a link to one of my mates. You've probably heard in one of the many fucking shattered community servers that we have in that stupid fucking community. A dude called Reliant.
Yes, he actually came up recently.
What happened? Does everyone hate him still?
I think no. Everyone's kind of at this point where they don't know why they hate him. Except
Because
for that, he's
retweeted or posted something birthday fucking whatever his face did. Bookmark ahead, that's it. I'm not sure why I said birthday. He posted a picture once or something like that, and everyone fucking hammered this Reliant for it. And I'm sitting there going, I don't understand what the problem is. It was just Joe being her stupid cunty self, fucking shouting and squawking about shit. And everyone jumped on board because she's the mama hen, and everyone wants to protect her for some stupid reason.
To everyone listening, we ask that you don't look too hard into what's going on. Just
listen to the rant of an innocuous group on the internet destroying themselves constantly.
Yeah, just imagine we're talking about fucking that guy that's just an asshole.
But he has so many friends. And he roots himself into each and every personal group you know, and somehow kicks you out of it.
Hey, that's me.
It is you. You're a prick.
I'm the syphilis of people.
The syphilis of people. Lovely.
Yeah, no.
But anyway,
we were talking about him earlier, and I think everyone came to the conclusion that he's just kind of into his he's very stuck in his own politics. That's it.
His politics. He literally just lets people be. Joe doesn't. But like he's a great dude. He's all about strike witches. He wants to do great things for the community in the West. He wants accessibility in particular, so he has all of like the manga available on like a Mega Drive. He's constantly like H265ing all of the anime, so it's like in a short, concise file that everyone can watch. So they don't have to break their hard drives open for. I send him the RAWs of the Blu-rays, which with the subtitles attached, and he compresses it into something people can watch.
Yes, it's amazing.
Whereas I'm the prick who just has the whole thing on the hard drive. I just rip the Blu-rays and just put them back in their plastic and leave them.
It's very much two sides of the same coin. You kind of need both kind of people.
Yeah, and I'm happy to be that one kind, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm the one supplying the raw Blu-rays to the Western community of the 20 people that exist.
And
15 of which are assholes.
And four of those people are half people. So there's really 8 like half people.
Yeah. It's
I'm a half person.
You are a half person because Kiwi. It's natural. These things happen.
I get it because we're like subhuman.
Yeah.
What a funny fuckwit.
Yep. And because Hobbit's small, etc. I resemble more of a Hobbit than you fucking do. So.
I know you got hairy feet.
I do have hair on my feet.
That'll do.
Yeah. That's fair. My feet aren't all that long though. They're wide. You knock me over pretty easy. My center of balance is somewhere in my left ear, so I can't really stand up straight most of the time.
Oh god.
People are sending me things on Steam. That is such a fucking unknown occurrence to me.
And that's when you find it's just trading cards to a game you played.
Look at the subtle sesame seed bun, the tasteful thickness of the 2 all-beef patties, cheese, lettuce, and pickles. Oh my god, it even has special sauce. You sent me a picture of a fat Christian Bale.
I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
Christian Bale's... To say that he's fat in anything, it's just like, what are you doing to yourself, man?
No, he's... Oh, that was the whole thing that they make all those fucking tabloid articles on is just like the lengths he goes to change his body type, and it's never fat. It's muscly and it's fucking Auschwitz.
Lithe. But he did go fat because he was in a Dick Cheney movie. He was proper fucking fat.
I've never seen a Dick Cheney movie, at least that I'm aware of.
He was big fat. Big, huge fat. The hugest fats. Just like me.
And I mean, you have to admire their dedication.
Absolutely. Like, here's the thing.
Like, we don't.
Yeah, like, for me, I always admire an actor doing their thing because it's something difficult that I couldn't do. I'd love to do, but I can't do. But I recently watched the Chris Hemsworth movie on Netflix called Extraction, and that man's built like a brick shit house. Like, he is huge all the time. He's just solid mass.
Yes.
It astounds me that a man can put themselves through so much so that they can look a certain way for a movie. And here's the thing, he does that for all of his movies, though. But
Are we talking about how in the most recent movie he got fat, or?
I don't remember what our point was.
No, well, my point was like the one's like ability to change their like whole physique in a short span of time.
Christian Bale's an anomaly in that regard. He goes all for it. He's probably going to die at like 53.
Yeah, let's say that, and genetics aside in this, maybe.
Maybe.
Like I don't know. It's I do not have like the devotion to do that shit. At least that I'm aware of. Maybe if I started getting, $10 million contracts for shit, yeah.
Like, if you paid for it for me to work out for 6 months to become in the best shape ever, I will do that. If you paid for all of it and gave me millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Am I going to do that on my own? No, because I need to go to work still. And I can't spend like 4 hours a day at a gym and then crying myself in an ice bath afterwards.
Well, I'm also talking about like just getting fat for a role.
I couldn't do that. I don't like food enough to do that.
I'm very much on like a slingshot trajectory and body weight. Like
your metabolism's going to crash and it's going to hard.
Oh no, my metabolism has crashed. What I mean by slingshot is like how I'm kind of not really doing anything. I'm just drifting through things. Where I'm not making any conscious effort. Just I do stuff and then sometimes stuff happens. Like I've had to give up being a candy slut because I also gave up cycling everywhere.
That's fair.
And there was absolutely a time between stopping the candy slutting and stopping the cycling where I got fat. Because I was still eating like someone who spent, fucking an hour on a bicycle every day.
Oh, my biggest problem when it comes to weight management is I don't eat much food. And I don't eat much bad food. If anything, I eat bad food on the weekend, but I also don't do anything. Yeah. So that's why I hold on to it all.
Yeah, that's the other part. Now, there's a chronicle of one. I'm sorry, I'm reading the plot to Detachment.
Oh god. An awful no good movie where everything bad happens to one man.
Christina Hendricks is a teacher in it. Ooh.
Christina Hendricks.
Mm.
Is that again?
She's the ginger lady with the big badonka-donkas.
The one that's married to that ugly rat-faced looking comedian guy? Yes, he is. Yes, she is.
Well,
the dude from Devil, the evil elevator movie.
Well, she's married to someone, yes. I've never heard of him though. Lucky bastard. Everything got real silent all of a sudden.
I'm also looking at my phone. Yes. Oh, they're no longer married. Excellent. You got a chance, Moon. Jump in on it.
I don't know. She's 20 years my senior.
That wouldn't stop you.
No.
Do you want kids? That's pretty much the only issue I can see happening. You want little rugrats?
It's not on the top of my list, but I wonder if she has any kids already existing that I can like pseudo adopt. I guess I'm not saying anything. Anyway,
hey, you just cut all that out.
Nah.
You can do a just big favor and just cut out like 80% of everything I've said.
Oh, dude,
You don't know how to use Audacity.
No, it's not that. More to the point of fucking. It isn't the first time I've been an absolute cum brain on fucking the podcast.
Interesting. I mean, we did talk about Strike Witches if you want to talk more Cumbrian stuff.
I'm talking about like my childhood crushes on people like Nigella Lawson and Olivia Wilde, who was in House, the previously mentioned show.
Nigella Lawson, the
The
fucking tea for Twinings lady.
yes, or she does Whittaker's for us over here, but the British dessert chef.
You know what? I don't disagree.
The crazy thing is how fucking old she is now. She must be in her 60s now.
Yeah.
See,
Women can hold it well sometimes. Sometimes they go pruny, sometimes they stay good.
yeah, she's 61.
Interesting.
This is. I did this last time we were on the fucking podcast about Nigella Lawson. She's fucking banging.
Is she really?
Really, really.
Please tell me more about this woman.
No, because I'll be honest, last time I did this as well, it was just fucking
You lost like 80% of your subscriber base. You actually used to have 13 subscribers.
It's more to the point of it's just me grunting.
Oh. Please don't jerk off whilst I'm talking to you. I know you've done it before, but yeah. You're a strange one.
God, and she can cook too. It's the best. She's like the ideal woman.
Oh god. But can she clean dishes? Let's be real.
When you can cook that good, there's no dishes left to clean. I don't know where I'm going with that.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
Did she just transmute food into existence? She just put the ingredients down and there you go, you got a fucking pasta salad?
I guess.
You guess? Alright.
Yeah, again, I'm not sure where I was going with this, but...
Do you ever?
No, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of this podcast. It's nothing but tangents. Remember when you came in here and you were like, "Oh, we should probably talk about Godzilla."
No, it wasn't. We should talk about Godzilla. I said I would like us to have something to talk about,
and we talked about it for like half an hour, and we're now 2 hours in.
It's because the first half an hour you didn't record,
and that was the Godzilla part. We've got another hour and a half of random shit. See, this is why I'm not worried
when I go episode of our conversation, which was the 30 minutes of Godzilla talk, wasn't all that long either. That was probably about 4 minutes worth.
Well, yeah, it was just like
hard tangent into the Last Samurai because I was like, hey, I watched a different movie instead though. Like, here, I want you to watch this movie so we can talk about it. Alright, sweet. I watched a different movie last night. Let's talk about that instead. That's how 80% of my conversations go with my friends.
Yeah, but fuck, where was I going? It's like, I mean, there was a bit. Let's be honest, there's not much to talk about with Godzilla. Like, Godzilla fights things, and
Ken Watanabe is in there, and you go, man, he's a pretty good actor.
I wasn't convinced.
Weren't you? Well, I just watched The Last Samurai, which he is in, and he's a pretty good actor.
Well, I mean, I think the point there is because in Godzilla, his role is to be Japanese man. It's kind of it's kind of like saying how Jack Black is like the best actor ever because all he is bang on in his role as an overweight middle-aged stoner.
Yeah. He was great in Shallow Hal.
He was. I actually watched that movie a lot growing up.
Because you really liked the look of the fat Gwyneth Paltrow.
I didn't know who she was.
No one did at the time, and it was great. That's a lie, everyone knew who she was.
I don't know.
I don't know what my point is anymore either.
I'm not too keen on fat chicks, let's be honest.
I mean, if you ain't got the dick for it, what's the point?
The fuck?
What?
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 What do you mean?
No, I'll let you extrapolate what you want from that.
I really don't want to.
No, you can do it, you got it.
I think you're trying to say I have a small penis.
Maybe.
I have a very big penis.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
I put big Dick Astolfo to shame.
Alright, show me then.
No, we're recording.
I mean, we're not always recording.
We're always recording.
You know what, that's fair. I don't want to see it anyway.
Good.
That's kind of gross.
I don't want to see yours either, except for when I do.
No, alright then. Yeah, this has been a very interesting time. How long has this been going for?
2 hours.
Wow. You've wasted 2 hours of my time.
Time spent having fun is time not wasted.
Who said I had fun?
Do you have fun?
No,
Why not?
because I don't like you. And to be
Oh.
quite honest, I am a big supporter of NordVPN, and it annoys me you're not sponsored by them. And you use a different competitor.
I mean, I'll be honest, if I'm getting any sponsorships, probably gonna get J-List.
That's fair. Jailers actually recently just went, yeah, we're not shipping to Australia anymore.
Yeah, because they're idiots.
Yeah, because the Australian government went, yeah, if you got any vaguely porny material that's coming from Japan, we're just gonna fucking confiscate it and throw you in prison with pedophiles. So, yeah,
Kind of. It's a very. There's a lot of misinformation going on about this, because the reason J-List stopped sending, and because they cited the law in Australia that's been around for years, right? But
Which law specifically you're referring to?
something about the physical underage material, whatever the fuck, or pseudo underage material.
Yeah, that law has been around for years, of course,
Yeah,
but now
It's been around.
Australia has gone, if there is any adult good, regardless of what it is, coming from Japan, it is now banned.
Well, no, the thing here is that a big part of it is that J-List is fucking incompetent. And
I actually
now
spoke
that
to the head of that site once. I had a very long conversation with him. I don't know how I got into it, but the dude is just a weeb.
yeah, he's a dude. Look, I've seen his Twitter account, and it's just him talk. He's like, he reminds me of Bam, and he just talks about obscure fucking anime ad nauseum on his Twitter account.
When Strike Witches, the OVAs, like the Operation Victory arrows came out, well, everything revolves back to Strike Witches for me. When those came out, he did his email events for J-List, and they're talking about those OVAs too, and I'm like, this dude knows everything that's going on right now. Who the fuck gives a shit about this show?
Him, apparently, and you,
Hmm.
and those 19 other people.
The sum total of all Western fans, me and the J-List guy.
You, the J-List guy, and those weird Fujoshi Mio cosplayers.
Yeah. And the consortium of fucking retarded Strike Witches fans that we've all known and loved.
I'll be honest, of the few I've met, I've enjoyed every single one of them in their own special way.
I wish I could say the same, but I've known a lot more than you.
Probably. I say probably, but yeah.
There's a reason why I'm not in any of those servers anymore.
Yep.
Because of you, specifically. Because I invited you to them all, and I'm like, fuck, you're annoying.
Or
I left.
you invited me to one.
Yeah, all of them.
All one of them.
All one of them.
I know for a
Because that was
fact-
the
I
only
know-
one I wasn't kicked out of.
I know for a fact there is at least 4 others.
How many are worth being in? None.
True.
I just talk to Taka outside of things. Whenever I see a post on Twitter that's just vaguely Japanese, I'm like, Taka, you translate this better than Google can. Tell me what this says.
What does this say and where can I buy it? And by me, I mean you. And then send it to me eventually.
I'm still really hung up on whether or not I want to buy one of the watches that they've recently announced for it all.
Do you own a watch?
There is a watch.
Well, no, do
for-
you own a watch?
I do, yes.
Oh, that's usually a point against buying another watch.
I don't wear one. Because
Wrist too fat?
it's usually too hot.
Oh, true.
But, these watches look dope if you're a fan like me. The best fan, Nick. Or Nuck. I forgot what name I've already used for this.
Either work. Hang on, I need to look up these watches and I don't know.
I'm sending the
Strike,
best one
which
to you
is-
now.
And it has Erica's face on it.
No, it has her insignia.
Oh, that's nice. I was expecting like
They did have some wind-up watches once that actually they looked like the old-timey pocket watches that you couldn't change the battery in, and they
no,
felt like
well,
shit. It was like a plexiglass.
I was expecting like like shitty plastic, like the Mickey Mouse Disney ones,
Ah,
with like Erica's cunny
dumb
plastered
fucking
on
face.
the back of it.
Yeah.
No, that-
These look great, and I'm honestly really annoyed because I want one, but it's like
That's-
$370.
yeah, that is fucking sick. You said there was other ones,
Yeah, I just sent the link of all of them.
dude. This is like,
Lynette's honestly looks kind of shit, but
I mean, I wasn't going to look at Lynette's. I was probably going to look at Sanya's if anyone.
hers is one of the coolest because it's a nice, like, deep blue and black and red. With, like, the silver for the
Dude, these
hands.
Oh my god, it's good. It's a kitty.
What?
The symbol is a kitty with a flower. It's cute.
Yeah, it's their insignia.
But yeah, these are fucking gorgeous. I can see
I
why
got
they.
the fucking Shirley one already, which is understandable.
I can see why. Ew.
Zucchini's looks awful.
Is it? It's going to be white, red, and green, isn't it? Yep. There we go.
But it's fucking white, green, and gold. It's gaudy as fuck.
Yeah. I can absolutely see like where the money's going on these.
Yeah, I really want Erica's, but I can't afford it.
Erica's does look fucking fantastic.
Like, that one looks like a true watch that you could walk around with and no one would be like, what the fuck is this weeb shit?
Yeah. Although, I think you can do that with all of the German. Maybe not Mina.
What does hers look like?
Like,
Hers looks a bit much.
like
Who has a solid gold?
Trude you
white?
can.
This is nice. It's a nice off grey, green, white, black. Those are different colours.
Yeah, Lynette's looks kind of like a toy. Perrine's looks kind of shit. Miyafuji and Mio's, yeah.
Mio's looks like a nightmare to read. It's just fucking tiny little black letters on a white background.
But yeah, this is fucking gorgeous. I'm not getting one, but
See, here's the thing. I really need to save money, but I really want this fucking watch. There's only 501 of each of them.
ooh, of course there fucking is. This is when you need like Brave Witches to be way more popular, so you can. So there's 502 of those. But yeah, that's real fucking nice.
You know, I probably am going to buy Erica's.
Dude, just sell your copy of that fucking PS2 game. and
No!
buy, like, 3 of them.
No, that's $925. That's too much money for me to sell it for. And I'm real annoyed because the fucking publisher, the studio developer, whatever it's called, just came out and said, "Hey guys, are you guys interested in us porting any of our old games?" And I'm like, "You motherfucker! I just spent $1,000 on your fucking PS2 game. You could have
Well,
had
why did you have
me
to
a
make
month
your
ago."
game so controversial? Why couldn't you just make Viva Pinata for the Xbox 360?
Look, if Viva Pinata was really hard to find, I would pay $1,000 for it. Like, it's a great game.
Viva Pinata.
It was fun. Da, 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 da.
Yeah. But
I feel like I'm one of the few people who remember that game, and I try to remind everyone else about it.
I mean, I remember it clearly. But fucking yeah, these are nice. Does it come with anything else? Does it come in a real fancy box?
Yeah.
It better be a
If you-
fucking velvet lined box.
I think it's just a nice display box, to be honest. Let me see if I can copy image. Do you include any links in your podcast for anyone to see what the fuck we're talking about?
I do. I leave them all in the description with no context whatsoever. It's just right, there actually was an image of it there. Yeah, it's
It's fucking nice, isn't it?
It's fucking nice.
Would you call me retarded if I bought one?
No, God no.
That's as much convincing as I need.
Like, I mean, as far as like merch goes, it's cheaper than a 1-2 figurine and less obnoxious.
A 1-2 figurine, so like a 3-foot tall statue.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, no, not 3 foot tall, because that would imply that they're 6 foot tall anime girls.
That's right.
Like 2 foot tall.
Yeah. My waifu is
Because they're lolos.
153 centimeters tall or some shit.
Yeah, lolo.
Lolo.
Lolo. But yeah, for the 15th time, these are real fucking nice. Dude, can I get sponsored by Blue Blue Tokyo?
This is actually a relatively new company, so I don't know. Maybe you could.
Japan, if you're listening.
Japan, John Japan, if you're there, please help us.
I am Mr. Japan.
Mr. Japan.
Oh.
I should feel bad for saying that, but I don't. Man, it's a good thing no one listens to this, because I'd hate to be cancelled for some reason.
They've got categories, and they've got one for Eurocamp. But
I should show Potato that.
Well, there's no items listed.
Oh, I shouldn't show Potato this.
No, so
maybe I should.
We'll wait patiently. We'll wait till he buys a new gun and then show him like, oh, we've got this $300 watch that you can buy.
How many fucking guns do you need to own? Let's be real.
That many.
I don't know how many guns he owns. If you have any more than one, that's too many. One is pushing it anyway, but
I don't know how many he has. So
it's stupid.
I'm gonna say, Potato, if you're watching, tell me how many of these I get right or wrong. Because I know he might watch this, but so I know he has the 22 STG. He got a Garand.
Yes, please tell me more.
He got a Garand recently.
You got a Garand?
Yeah, he got a Garand.
Yeah, Garand.
I think
that's the one that goes ping, right?
Yeah. The
gun, the rifle.
The semi-automatic American poo-poo.
Yeah, there goes Kerping.
Yeah. I think he's got a Nugget somewhere. And a recently acquired G3, and I think he's also got an AK. So that's 5 I can name. I think he might have like 3 others that I'm not naming that are probably like some AR derivative and a handgun. I'm going to lock in those answers.
Okay, lock them in, Eddie. Let's see.
Yeah, Potato, comment down below.
Like, favorite, and subscribe too. Use my NordVPN link.
Here's one, not mine.
Yeah, use mine. I don't give a shit about what Moon's selling.
Yeah, go to nordvpn.com/nuck to get 10% off.
And if you don't find anything at that link, you did it wrong.
It means you probably watched it like 6 months down the line. Link's expired.
No, I have like a lifetime sponsorship. They gave me a hat, a jacket, some socks, and like a gym towel. It's legit.
Oh, did they give you like a 2 gigabyte USB pen drive?
Yes, and it's in the shape of a key.
Nice. ExpressVPN gave me the same thing, except the end's a bottle cap opener.
Do you reckon if we talk about sponsorships enough, we'll actually just get one?
No. Trust me, we've tried.
I want to go back into like your vast library of podcasts to find like you just have one like episode where you're just asking for sponsorships the entire time.
Also, in hindsight, googling Strike Witch's watch was not like the best decision.
Why?
It's honestly like 90% of the images are just Strike Witches. There's like one or two of these pocket watches you were talking about.
Yeah, they're not great.
I mean, they're pocket watches, right? You get what you're after there.
Yeah.
So in summary, get the fucking Erica watch.
I really need to save the money though.
Pass it like tell your kids it's a family heirloom.
I shoved this up my ass.
Your great grandmother shoved this up her ass during the war.
The war.
The war.
What fucking war was that, Moon? What war do you reckon we're gonna have anytime soon?
That's no, your kid's great grandmother.
My kid's great grandmother.
Yeah.
So I'm.
This
was her insignia from World War II.
Their great grandmother Erica, who fooled army officials into thinking she was an 18-year-old boy, and she got conscripted into the Luftwaffe at age 14.
She was 16. Actually, no, she was 14. You're right.
And proceeded
to somehow convince my children that their great grandparent is a fucking anime character.
Yes. The fuck is this? The one of the images links to like some forum or something, and it's a Strike Witch's watch order. Like I'm pretty sure this is not fucking confusing at all. You watch 1 and then 2 and then 3.
They take place at different points in time too. So
you watch
if
1 and then 2 and then 3.
You watch. So let me break this down. You watch season 1. All right, you with me with that so far?
Cool. Yeah.
When the fuck does Brave Witches start? Then you watch season 2.
Yes.
Then you watch Brave Witches.
Yes.
Then you watch Operation Victory Arrow.
Yes.
Then you watch the movie.
I don't know if I've done that.
And then you watch season 3.
Yep.
Have you not seen the movie?
I feel I have, and I've forgotten it.
Interesting. That's actually sad, because the movie's great.
Or I feel I watched some OVAs or something. I don't know. Let's go. If I go to let's Strike.
You remember this scene?
He's sent me a link to. I don't know. I usually just like what?
Did you even watch it then? I can't believe a fake fan is talking to me right now.
Yeah,
real fake fans right here.
I shiggy diggy do.
Shiggy diggy do.
Yeah, I shiggy diggy do.
Where are you? I've got some work to do now.
I don't think I have. I've got.
Watch the fucking movie then.
I've got Strike Witches season 1, Strike Witches season 2, Strike Witches season 1 OPA, Victory Arrow, and Brave Witches. So I guess I can try and figure out the fucking movie at some stage. And then like get halfway and I was like, oh right, I did watch this, but I clearly forgotten all of it. When did the movie come out?
2012.
Okay, so it was like way before I showed up in this shit. Cool. I think we're going to end it here.
Yeah, that's probably a good point.
It's approaching.
Laid it out with
it's approaching
Strike
lunch.
Witches at the end.
Yeah, it's approaching lunchtime. Everyone, go watch Strike Witches.
It's fantastic.
It's fantastically dog shit. Go watch it.
Yeah, it's pretty good in all those regards you just mentioned.
It has cute anime girls and guns and planes and as this one screenshot that I'm looking at seems to point out, a very, very puffy Mons.
You mean most of the screenshots from the series?
Exactly.
That is from episode 7 of season 1.
Oh god.
That's a lie. I think that's from like the opening of the second season, perhaps.
It says Strike, which is episode 1.
Yeah, okay. It might be this very start where each season, when they show off the girls for the first time, they do a gratuitous panty shot of them.
Yeah, and after the Azalain one, you wanted me to do Strike Witches, but only the panty shots.
Yeah, go for it. Do it.
I...
It's very easy. All you have to do is just show the entire series.
I'll upload a 10-hour video of just Strike Witches.
All the whole thing.
I will consider it strongly after I've watched Road to Berlin.
But yeah, watch the movie first though, because it is a continuation.
Right.
It's not one of them dumb anime movies where it's just like it pseudo exists in a world.
It's essentially a recap of season 1.
Yeah, no, it's straight up a sequel movie.
Groovy. Alright.
Because they thought they weren't going to get any more out of it.
And then a bunch of people bought $300 watches, and they're like, "Okay, we have enough money to."
They went, "Fuck, Nick bought a $300 watch. I guess we're gonna make more stuff." The watches only cost $2.50 to make.
I doubt that. It looks like there's actual fucking quality involved in those.
Yeah.
Then again, I don't make watches. I couldn't tell you.
Look, if it's not quartz, I don't want it. It most certainly is not quartz.
Exactly. I mean, if it was digital, probably fucking not, but it's got ticky things.
It does have ticky things. It even has a day watch. It has like those 3 little extra watches in the middle of it. That's pretty cool.
Anyway,
let's end it here then.
Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, sure.
Should we link your Twitter?
No. Absolutely do not.
Do you want anyone to track you down after this?
No, they know my name. That's good enough.
Alright, Nick, it's been nice knowing you.
Okay. Am I dying?
Yes.
You're not going to talk to me anymore?
No, I'm going to kill you.
Are you dying? Oh, you're going to kill me?
Yeah.
That's kind of lame.
Oh.
You should have done it in the middle of the podcast, and then just have everyone wonder, why did I stop talking?
Goodbye, everyone.
Alright.
Whee!